All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're digging into a tryout tip that honestly might feel a little backwards at first. But trust me, it's one of those things that really separates the good players from the truly elite ones. The idea is simple. All that chatter on the court, especially yelling across the net, it's not just cheap talk. It's a massive tactical mistake, and it could seriously cost you a spot on the team. So let's break down exactly why.
Yeah, this quote, it really cuts right to the chase, doesn't it? It's not about being totally silent on the court. You have to communicate with your team. This is about where you're directing your energy. The best coaches know that every single bit of energy you spend talking to or taunting your opponent is energy you've just stolen from your focus for the next play. And at the highest levels of this sport, that kind of laser focus is everything.
So, what do we really mean when we say talk is cheap? Well, in the super intense, high-pressure world of a tryout or a big game, what you don't say is often just as powerful as what you do. It all just boils down to mental discipline.
Look, it's so easy to get caught up in the heat of the moment. You get a big block, you make a great play, and you think a sharp comment gives you some kind of edge. But you know who sees right through that? The best coaches. To them, it's just a sign that you've lost focus. It's a distraction that pulls you out of your game and into theirs. And in a sport like volleyball, where momentum is literally gold, that kind of chatter can kill a rally, a scoring run, and the vibe for your entire team.
This right here, this is what having a mental fortress is all about. A truly elite athlete doesn't get rattled. Not by a bad call from the ref, not by an amazing play from the other team, and definitely not by some taunt from across the net. Their world shrinks down to only what they can control: their effort, their attitude, and how they support their teammates. Everything else is just noise.
And this isn't just some, unwritten rule or a nice coaching philosophy. This mindset is actually baked right into the official rulebook. And believe me, the consequences for breaking it are real, and they are serious.
Let's start with a really basic rule from the Girls' Junior National Championships Manual. No artificial noisemakers. Why? It seems simple, right? It's because the game is supposed to be about the play, not about the distractions. And when you think about it, unsportsmanlike taunting is just the human version of an air horn. It's noise aimed right at the game's focus.
And the system for enforcing this stuff gets even more serious. You've got the purple card. Now, this is a tool officials use for misconduct from the bench or even the crowd. Just think about that for a second. The bad behavior doesn't even have to come from a player on the court. It's a formal warning shot that says the entire team's environment is becoming toxic.
And don't think this is just some vague, hey, be nice policy. No. The rulebook is incredibly specific. It bans everything from disrespectful comments to trying to argue with or influence the refs. In the eyes of a coach or a club director, these aren't just little mistakes. They're huge red flags about your character and your commitment to the team. And the penalties? They escalate fast. We're talking point deductions. We're talking actual financial fines that your club has to pay. And in the worst cases, we're talking about getting your entire team kicked out of the tournament. Suddenly, that harmless little chirp from across the net could literally cost your team the game, cost your club hundreds of dollars, and get you all sent packing. Not worth it.
Okay, so we've spent a lot of time on what not to do. Let's flip the script. If the elite athletes aren't wasting all this energy on trash talk, what are they doing instead? How do they build themselves up?
It's the key question, isn't it? If all that mental energy, all that fire isn't being spent on arguing or taunting or complaining, where does it go? Well, the answer is what truly separates the good from the great.
Here's a perfect example. This is from Brett Walsh, a setter for Team Canada. He sees tough times not as an excuse to complain, but as a golden opportunity. The best players, the ones who make it, they channel all that extra energy into simply outworking everyone else. They find ways to get more reps and, more importantly, more focused reps to improve their skills while everyone else is distracted.
And his teammate, Jay Blankenau, he echoes that exact same idea. While other people were sitting around during lockdown, he was in the gym, getting stronger. He literally put on 15 pounds of muscle. He turned a huge global challenge into a personal, competitive advantage. See, this is the pro mindset. Don't waste time tearing others down. Use that time to build yourself up.
So you might be thinking, okay, great, that's what they do as individuals. How does that help my team? Well, in a sport this collaborative, a roster of quiet, focused assassins will always beat a team of loud, showy individuals. This quiet focus is exactly how you build a winning culture.
I want you to think about team energy in two different buckets. In one bucket, you have all the energy vampires. Gossip, negative comments, complaining about refs, trash talking. All that stuff just sucks the life out of a team. But in the other bucket, you have the building blocks. Positive reinforcement, supporting your teammates no matter what, taking accountability for your own mistakes. A good coach can tell which bucket you're filling from a mile away.
So you want to show a coach you're the real deal, that you get it? It's actually pretty simple, and it has absolutely nothing to do with yelling at the other team. 1. Show up prepared. 2. Look your coaches and your teammates in the eye when they talk to you. 3. Hustle and help make the drills better for everyone. And 4. When you do use your voice, use it to make your team better. That's it. That's how you earn real respect.
Ultimately, it all comes down to a very simple message. Your actions on the court, your hustle, your focus, your dedication to getting better, that's the only statement that truly matters. Everything else is just stats.
I want you to burn this quote into your brain because it's a classic coaching mantra for a reason. At the end of the day, a coach will always, and I mean always, choose the harder working, more focused player over the more talented player with a bad attitude. Hard work is the ultimate currency in elite sports. It's the loudest way to communicate who you are.
So, the next time you step on the court, whether it's for a tryout, a practice, or the championship game, you're building your reputation. So you have to ask yourself, are you going to be known for your chatter or for your character? For your mouth or for your motor? The choice, as always, is yours.